Hey, this is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. This is Benef.
How you guys doing?
All right, we were watching another video from a while back. It's a training series of another called Pickup Artist Coach. And we noticed some glaring things that are different than my course.
Well, I would say more than a little different, just because
different.
it seems like polar opposites, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mike's course is just about being comfortable, being easy, being yourself,
Right.
and having a good time. That's about it. It's the most genuine thing you can do. You know, some of the other guys that are out there, not so much, because they're teaching you all these tips and techniques and how to do this and how to approach that, and every single thing is calculated and broken down.
Right.
You know, every single second counted, every single movement thought
Right.
about.
Right.
It's just exhausting to even look at.
Okay, so I'm sorry, just one more thing to say.
That was about it.
All right, so what I'm showing him is like my course is way over here, and those other courses, the pickup artist courses, are way over there. All right, so there's a theme that we noticed. Okay, the video series that we've been watching is their theme is I have higher value. Look at me, and they have all these techniques on how to get her to know that I have higher value, and I'm just kind of watching this. I can't even. It's cringeworthy. I can't even watch it. Is it? Tell me, how did you feel when you're watching it?
Well, when we first started watching it, you could you could see it clear as day that this guy was not being real. He was obviously making a lot of this stuff up.
He wasn't being himself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so about 3/4 way through, I just stopped and go, okay, what are you noticing here? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, what is his theme? What do you mean? I go, well, his theme is I'm higher value. I'm this. So what I basically bounced off to was there's a thing with a lot of guys. I mean, you know, I think I should say people. I'm going to stick to the guys, though. Is they think that they can take this pickup artist course and learn these techniques to get the girl. And usually it doesn't work at all because they're not being genuine. And so this is really why we made this video, because we were talking about it. Let's go, you know, we should make a video on that. And I basically said, look, a lot of guys don't think that they're good enough, and they are good enough. Okay? Sometimes that's literally just a realization. This is who I am. And be okay with it, because deep down inside, you are who you want to be anyways, but there's these external forces that you think, well, they won't like that. So what? So what? You shouldn't spend any time around someone who doesn't like you for who you are. You shouldn't spend any time around someone where you feel like you've got to be something you're not. You should be like, yeah, I don't really care about this person. They don't like me for who I am. That's fine. And that's another part of life. You need to allow other people to like and not like what they do and don't like, and be okay with it, because then it makes you okay with you. See that?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will notice that a lot in life. You know, I'm sure you guys have been through it all. You know, a lot of things he's talking about really click with you, especially just being yourself. And that's what I like about his course, is that you don't have to try. You just mellow out, you know?
Yeah. It's okay. It's not just mellowing out, though. It's learning how to connect with yourself. Have I not hammered this and worked over it and conditioned this into you?
Yeah.
So he's still got more to go. He's still working, but did you not have a huge understanding? Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, it was yesterday, and trust me, that'll shift your life for sure.
Right. So one of the things that Benefit said is like, you know, it's weird. It's like you're not even trying to meet women. It's like, well, because I'm not. And I think I'm trying to get to the point in the video that really stood out was this guy's, his whole thing was like trying to get girls or other people to look at him, trying to get other people to think of him as higher value. And I said, do you see where I don't do this at all?
Yeah.
Because the difference is, and I've hammered this to death. Now remember, I know for a lot of guys, now women, this is pretty much an automatic thing because they're wired that way, is I talk about internal awareness. I know right now a lot of guys are like, oh, I'm done with this video, bye, and yet you're missing it. That's the whole point. I know. I saw another video on YouTube where the guy was talking about being yourself, and another guy said, well, if you do that shit, you'll never meet a girl. That's not true. A lot of guys, it's kind of tricky because a lot of guys are not being themselves, and because of that, the girls don't like them. And so like, well, that doesn't work because they're so disconnected from themselves that they're stuck on their forehead, not realizing that's not who you are. You are more than that. You're a lot more than just this little tiny, when you're looking at people like this and you got that tight forehead thing going on, you've disconnected from yourself, literally. All right? The reason why I talk about this a lot is because, man, there's a difference between constantly figuring out techniques on how to get other people to like you, on how to get people to look at you like you're at higher value. So this is what I said in the last video, or one of the last videos, is a lot of guys think they're not good enough. And that is the core of what dating and relationship issues are all about. It's not a matter of whether you're tall enough, short enough, rich enough, have a nice car enough. Because haven't you met guys that don't even have cars and they're dating this hot chick who's got a really nice car, who pays for dinner and everything?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them.
And you're thinking, well, what's so special about that guy? That guy's only like 5'5". Like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he thinks he's worth it. He thinks that he's good enough. And that is something that this course is really about. So, as again, I keep saying, the first third of my course is about you reconnecting with yourself. Let me do it this way. So I said, do I go into coffee shops or in public or clubs and try to get people's attention?
Not at all.
Do I try to use techniques on how get people to like me?
Nope.
It's not even there. That is a waste of your time, and it's a waste of your money if you're spending money on courses that are trying to teach you techniques on how to get people to like you, to be interested in you, because that's not who you are.
Guys, we don't know exactly how to get the message across that this isn't really a dating thing only. This is
social power.
Yeah, this will touch you in every aspect of your life. Everything. You're going to be better in every area that you ever wanted to be better at. And you live a fun, fulfilling life. You stop trying so hard to get all the things you want. Life is just smooth.
All right, this is what I was trying to say. I said, one of the things they'll tell you in the pickup artist clubs, groups, is true, is good. There's some pieces that are good. I'm not knocking it in its entirety. I'm kind of saying there's a core theme missing, though. Or I'll say, look at that guy. Well, what is that guy's thing? Well, his theme is all of his techniques are wrapped around one theme, getting you to think that he is of higher value. And I'm thinking, God, what a waste! What a fucking waste of time. So I said to you, when I go into club, say to a coffee shop, do I do that?
No.
And I explained to you. So what's the difference, or can you tell?
Well, from what I can see, you're not really interested in other people. You're just doing your own thing. Mm-hmm. So they're just drawn to you, All
right. So you said something about like, I'm trying to remember how we said it and having a hard time getting back to it. It's basically, do you remember what it was? It's like this, okay. They'll tell you, okay, don't be that guy that's going to a club. In fact, I said in one of my videos, don't be looking around. Don't be doing this stuff. Because when a girl walks in the club or looks around for fun, she's going to see you looking around, go, oh, well, there's no party over there. So, let's keep looking for some guys that are having a good time. And what I said to Benov, I said, all right. I said, how many times have we been goofing around, laughing our ass off? And I said, why don't we do that at the club? Because Benov, he's kind of new to this, so he's like, oh, no shit. I'm like, yes. There's just no difference. When we're driving around making jokes, laughing, going to the coffee shop, etc., this is the same thing at the clubs. Was that did you have kind of a like, oh,
yeah,
that's what girls are looking for. It's like they're looking for a group of guys that are having a good time. But if you're the group of guys and looking around like, well, where's some hot chicks? Where's the fun? The girls are going to look at you looking around and they're going to be like, oh, I guess they're not having fun. Let's go find some fun somewhere. So what did I say? So what we need to do is we need to talk to each other. And because for the first time we went to club, again, it was this first time. Got to give him a break. He's all looking around and shit. I go, dude, stop that. I'm right here. I'm right here. He goes, yeah, but I'm looking for a girl. I go, because you're looking for a girl, you're not going to get a girl.
Yeah.
And then when I pointed it out, like, look at all the guys with their backs against the wall looking for a girl. What did it look like?
Like they're desperate?
Desperate as fuck. And did they look like they had anything going on in their life? No, they look boring as fuck. So I'm trying to get that light out of the way. So, all right, go ahead.
You know, I guess the biggest thing is you just sort of, he just said it, you just sort of have fun with it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I'm learning to do, just more and more relax and just go with the flow.
So, he's seen me in coffee shops. He's seen me walk in before he even knew me when we first met. We live in the same town, so he's seen me around. And he goes, yeah, there's something about you that's interesting. I go, exactly. That's exactly on. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I walk around. I've got all these books and this education. I went to college and I studied the hell out of communication between men and women and what's really going on. And I've got all these projects and my fish tanks and this. I go, you watch. Benev has a fish tank. You watch. You're going to start walking out in life and start noticing Mother Nature more. Do you notice how plants grow now?
Yeah.
Do you notice how the water goes up and down? And now you're starting to think about the bacteria and how all that stuff works?
Yep.
Life becomes fascinating. So I don't need to walk around trying to get people's attention because I'm so fascinated with what I'm doing right now. I got my next book. I got my next project. I'm making these videos. I'm building my business. I'm doing all this stuff and it's fun. Would you say that when you see me in public, if you look at all the people around, who stands out and why?
You, because you're actually living your life. You know, most people just sort of
going to work, going to Starbucks because that's the cool thing to do. That's what everyone else is doing. Looking around, everyone's looking. Do you see that? How everyone's looking around at each other. Well, where's the fun?
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah, I think you're one of the very few people I've met in my life who actually live their life, you know, on their own terms.
So that's what I'm trying to say is the more internal you become, the more you connect with your own ideas, your own thoughts, and what you think and how you feel about things and your ideas, that's when women start being drawn towards you. It's not a matter of technique number 1, technique number 2, technique number 3. Now let's take internal awareness. We are not doing internal awareness to attract women, although it does attract women. We're doing it because it makes you a more solid person.
I've had a few experiences where I've been in the state really deep, and it's like the best thing ever. You don't even, I think I explained to you that the one day we were at the mall, I think in Corte Madera, and I was feeling so good that I don't even care if people were looking at me, and if I don't care if people were giving me their attention. I was just having so much fun, just doing my own thing.
And what happened was I got him to really sink in public. Now that was the first time because normally we do it here and then go out, but in fact we did. We went out and he's like, "Dude, I'm out of it." Remember?
Yeah.
I go, "All right, sit down." There's a bench right there at the mall, and I took him through this step-by-step process, and bam, he sank in. And what happened?
And as soon as I got up, like the colors were brighter, the air was fresher, and my vision was just more expansive. And I'm walking around and I'm looking at these girls.
Yeah, but wait, stop. Were you fascinated about life at that point?
Oh yeah, man.
Wait, no, stop. No, were you looking at pussy? Were you looking at nice titties? Were you doing that?
Nope.
No, you weren't doing this shit out here because you were so like, whoa, what's going on? What is this?
Yeah, your body just feels like it's way more alive, man. Mm-hmm. And
because you were connected to yourself.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then all the girls started checking me out and.
Flip the tables. Now they're checking him out. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand right there.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Now, did you do the technique to get the girls?
Nope.
Was your purpose to get someone out there to look at you?
Nope.
When you do that, you blow it. Go ahead.
And even while they were checking me out, I'm feeling so good that I didn't care. I just kept walking. I'm just living in my own world. It's honestly, guys, you try it once, just once for 5, 10, however many minutes, you're going to be hooked forever.
Yes. Life becomes great. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to stop this video. I might even leave this video, one long video, and then chop this last piece off because it's really good. Let's do this. Let's going to say goodbye for right now. I'm going to make another video because there's something else I want to put in there. Is there anything else you want to add?
think that was it, yeah.
All right, so if you were to ask me what is the theme, if we could use that word, of your course, Mike Kollin, it is to be genuine, to be yourself, to connect with yourself. That phrase alone will make a girl be like, well, what? Because women are always trying to connect with themselves because they're very conscious and very aware of this, whereas guys are just external and they're disconnected. They're always looking out here. If you're one of those guys that are looking out there, you're literally one of those guys. You're not that special guy. If you think wearing a top hat and eyeliner and makeup and 10 necklaces and earrings and your hair sticking out here is what makes you special, no. That is not what it is. It's about this internal awareness that I teach in my